They say prayer can save lives. But in this place, prayer actually awakens the devil. In 1983, in an old slaughterhouse hidden in the Norwegian forest, a cleansing ritual turned into a bloody hell.
Rise, Ancient One.
This video isn't just a story, it's a final prayer that should never have been recited. The sound of a knife being slowly sharpened, a haunting whisper, and then a sudden silence. The Butcher's Prayer. Deep in the ancient forests of Scotland, a slaughterhouse hides ... and no one dares enter, except for one man, who doesn't believe prayer can summon the devil. In the past, this place was an ancient worship altar, not to God, but to hungry creatures, who thirst for human blood. Liam, a horror podcaster, comes looking for a true story, but little does he know that the story will seek him back. The cottage door was shaking slightly, not because of the wind, but because there was something behind it that wanted to get out. Inside, he found an old note, entitled The Butcher's Prayer, written in dried blood. Liam read it, without knowing, every word is the key to opening the door of darkness. The sound of footsteps, but from above, even though the cottage was only one story. Shadows flashed by, like crawling flesh. In the blink of an eye, Liam saw the previous victim. Their mouths were sewn shut, their eyes wept blood. Every word of the prayer tore at his mind, not just read, but felt in his flesh and bones. Blood began to seep through the walls, but the hut had no plumbing whatsoever. There was a chuckle from below. Liam froze. He's alone, isn't he? On the slaughterhouse table, the pieces of meat began to pulsate as if they were still alive. A skinless face stared at Liam from the corner of the room. Its mouth moved, calling his name. Prayer is not a request, but call, and the one who answered wasn't human. Liam's arm began to bleed on its own, forming an ancient symbol that could not be erased. Liam screamed, but no sound came out. The prayer had stolen his tongue. From the corner of the room, a doll made of flesh stands up and smiles. The lights went out. The cottage was lost in total darkness, except for a single candle, which burned with a black flame. Heavy footsteps hit the floor. The door slowly opened, and the creature came in. He found a finger in the sink, still twitching. He was here, watching through the meat hooks. The prayer echoed through the pipes. Someone else said the words and joined him. The air turned iron, the light turned red. He doesn't chase, he waits in places you forget. And when you remember, he's already behind you. One tried to run, he didn't have time to scream. Another one begged for mercy. Ezekiel gave him silence. They're still here, hanging, watching. This is his chapel, and they are his choir. The cleaver sings when it finds flesh. No mirrors, he doesn't like to see himself. But he loves to be seen. Your heartbeat is his invitation. Don't blink, he moves when you do. It's not just blood on his apron, it's names. Every name, a soul he fed the cleaver. She hid in the freezer, it froze her scream inside. They found her lips, but not her voice. He prayed again, and the floor opened. From the cellar, hands returned. They dragged her to the butcher's altar. There's no time here, only pain. She whispers, but only the dead can answer.
Come closer.
You can't close your ears to him. Once you hear the cleaver sing, it's already too late. They begged the walls to stop bleeding. But the butcher was still praying. This prayer feeds him. This prayer is his meat. She tore out her tongue to stay quiet. Still, he heard her heartbeat. The lights went out, but he never needs them. He moves best in silence. They tried to trap him in the cold room. It wasn't cold enough. You can burn the prayer, but it's in you now. Once you've heard it, you'll bleed too. The final cut is mercy. She looked up and saw herself hanging. The butcher stitched her into his prayer. It's not a story, it's a calling. And now, it calls you. One by one, the hooks filled again. No exit, only entry. They carved prayers into their skin, just to forget. But he never forgets. A chorus of screams feeds his faith. Your silence is his hymn. She tried to pray, but the prayer changed her. The prayer is alive. It writes itself, in your blood. She said amen, the lights shattered. He walked through the darkness, humming. He was never gone, only waiting. They thought it was over, until the smell returned. It smells like prayer and skin. She whispered, help me, and heard herself answer. No one leaves clean. The butcher sees everything now. He sees you. Don't look away. It's your name on the apron now, your hands on the cleaver. Your prayer begins now. Ezekiel is silenced now, and you are his voice. To bleed is to be saved, that's what he always said.